Or to the cloud. All right, so on today's call, what we are going to cover is the Properties tab. And the Properties tab is a great opportunity to market listings from your office, market listings from the MLS, and just really get properties in front of people in your current database. I feel like these are our easiest built-in marketing tools that you can use as an agent. It's not really too tech savvy either. So I just want to highlight some of the opportunities that you have here from the Properties tab. It looks like a few of the features are already in use, like to feature or not feature certain listings on the front of the website. So on the front of the website, if you are driving any traffic to your public-facing side, which is here, you have the ability to feature specific listings or not feature specific listings here. This is important for someone that is pushing leads to the front of the website or to the front of your own domain if you are a agent on the team. Just as a recap, everyone does have a subdomain.
Okay.
So your first name replaces the www, and any client that you push to your subdomain will automatically get registered under your dashboard, and not anyone else's.
Okay. I have one question. Sorry.
Sure.
Back on that front page or the home page.
Okay.
Let's say if I wanted to add my own properties on the front page, is there any way that I could do that?
So under your own subdomain, you can feature or not feature certain listings that are important to you. But for the team site, it will just be what has been decided upon by the broker owner.
Finish up this list, small wellness, then we will go to casinos. And maybe when I'm in San Francisco,
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You know, because we gotta get it where it's cheaper. You know what I'm saying?
Marianne?
We have to take money to school in the morning, so I want to get it over in the morning. Okay.
Yeah, it sounds like there's a lot of things going on in the background.
Yeah, I'm like, wait.
If anyone has other things going on in the background, you can just mute.
How do I mute them?
Yes.
So on an agent by agent basis, yes, you can still decide to feature or not feature certain homes. Only on your subdomain will those ones that you as an agent show up. For the team site, it will be what's ever decided from the broker launchpad. But you can change the view. So your office listings or all MLS listings, if there are other properties that you want to highlight, listings in the past 24 hours, and then on a per person basis. So if you have your own listings, you can actually narrow yours down from this view list. Right here, this allows you to share your property to others really easily. So you can just press to send a message, and it's going to be an email, and we'll automatically attach the property to this email. You just have to dictate who it's to. So it can be one person's name, it can be multiple names here. It's just one of the many ways that you can attach a property to an email. Next, we have share on Facebook, Twitter. You also have the option to share on Craigslist. That's also housed within your Properties tab dropdown, installing on Craigslist. But those are the three that you can instantly connect a property to and basically promote it there. So the benefit of sharing through the Properties tab is that once it is shared on Facebook to your sphere there, or if the people that you are listing the house from, if they are friends with you on Facebook, they can see that you are actively trying to promote that property. When you share it on your timeline or someone else's timeline or in a group that you're a part of, any lead that wants to get more information on it, they can view it. And the difference with promoting it this way is that, let's say, for instance, you decided instead to go to the consumer-facing side, copied this URL, and then pasted it onto your Facebook. we are automatically going to force registration right when they land on this home. So we're going to gray it out, and you're going to have that registration prompt show. That doesn't convert well when we're talking about social media sites. So what we allow when you're doing it through the Facebook is the Facebook sending through your properties tab is that we allow for one free property view. So it's only until they start interacting with a request to see the home, maybe to get in contact with an agent, adding a scorecard, or venturing away from this to start viewing other homes or searching other homes on the website, then that's when we prompt them to actually register for the website so they can view more listings. So there is a definite benefit there, and embedded within the link when you are sharing on Facebook, you're going to get rewarded for advertising your own property. So your agent number is going to be included in there, and any lead that is generated will flow right to you as the agent that is deciding to share that listing on your own social media.
Awesome. So I have one question just about the sharing part. Is there any
Sure.
way that you can change the thumbnail photo that shows up?
It by default, it will always be the main cover photo of the home.
Okay. So on the shared post one, I saw, or if you go back to the tab that says post to Facebook.
Whoops, right here.
Yeah, so that says 25 Alta Street. So what should have been there is the picture of Alta, right?
It will update. So I'll just show you. So like say upcoming open house this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe if this is back on the market, you can promote that. Post it to Facebook. Let me go to Facebook.
Awesome.
That's what it looks like.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yep, you're welcome. And that'll be the same for Facebook or Twitter, or if you're doing it through Craigslist. Craigslist is just an additional installation. By default, as an agent, you won't have the ability to post on Craigslist, but just ask the site owner or the main admin for the ability to include that in your permissions to post on Craigslist. So then when you do download the auto poster to your web browser, that will show up as an option for you, because right now it probably isn't, at least not by default. This view leads button here, this will highlight anyone that's currently in your website that could be a good fit for that home. So I'm just pressing the view leads button, and it will be able to see if there are any interested leads based on their current searching on your website, if they can match up. It doesn't look like we found anyone yet for this one, so let me move on to another one. Let's see what this one's looking like. So this person's still in the red. It could be a little bit better, but it's just so far built. The highest score is 130, and the more green the color is, the more of a match too. If you hover over the number, it lets you know what that person could match favorably on. Like the price points that they've been currently looking at, or if they have a high lead quality score, meaning they're very engaged in your website, or if they're already pre-qualified, that can boost someone's match score. Let me go to another one. Let me see if there's anyone in the green just yet. Here we go. Pamela Lee, Cranston. That's a pretty good match score. But we will highlight too if they've already viewed it or inquired about it. And then you can interact with those people just by selecting the name and then just press to message selected. We will automatically pull in the property match template. And really the only thing you have to do is press send, because there's already a call to action built into that property match template for them to reach back out to you. So about 2 seconds worth of administrative work. In the preview, this is what it will look like to them. We utilize these dynamic tags. So we will auto-populate the first name and the agent first name, whoever's assigned to it, in those brackets. So don't be alarmed if you see that in the preview. That will get filled in once you press send. Right here is our text responder. Now, our text responder is a technology that you can use if any of these properties have sign writers, if you have postcards or flyers. Basically, you're advertising a call to action for someone who's standing in front of that home. And what you're doing is promoting your Commissions Inc. agent number. So just as a recap, your Commissions Inc. agent number is in your profile and settings, and that's basically your texting number. Anyone that texts that number or calls that number, you're going to receive a text and you're going to receive a phone call. What you can have built into someone interacting with your number in that way is for them to text a particular code. So businesses tend to use this if you're walking throughout their store and they have a digital coupon that you can quickly download from right within their store, and they'll say something like, hey, text get 20 off to 6644321. And in return of interacting with that cell phone number with that code, you're instantly going to get a reply back with that downloadable link to show your 20% off coupon at the register. This same type of thing you can do for these listings if you so choose. So you can say, I want to set up a text responder campaign, link to my Commissions Inc. number. I want to track the effectiveness of it by giving it a campaign name. So let's say 25 Alta is the campaign that I have this running for. It's automatically linked to the MLS number for the 25 Alta. I create that text code. It can be the number 25 because that's the street number, or it can be Alta 25. It can be words, letters, numbers, doesn't matter. You create it. Be creative if you want to.
Awesome.
And what you can do is tell the system, okay, when that person texts me 25, they're going to get a picture of the home, the main cover photo, so similar to when you're posting on Facebook, it's that main cover photo of the home. And then I dictate what they're going to get as an auto reply. So instead of a 20% off coupon, it can be like, hi, thanks for your interest in this home. Click here for more pictures and details. And then you can use these dynamic tags to autofill other information, like the link to the property instead of a link to 20% off. Or your name. You can put in, like, call your name for scheduling a showing. So this can be anything that you want it to be in response. You can even use this to promote your app. So I do want to highlight that. Everyone has an agent app that you can tell people that they can visit your site on the go. And instead of having a text responder linked to an MLS number, what you can do is set one up for app share. And as you see, I've done this before. The text code could be APP. And if you're talking to someone and like, hey, why don't you just download my app? And this is for someone that's not currently maybe in your database just yet. You can say, hey, text my CINC number, whatever that number might be, APP, and I'm going to automatically send you the link to download my app. So you can say, click here for my app, and then use this app URL and save that. So it's a quick way to promote that as well. Just kind of to let you guys know, when it comes to your app, since I mentioned it, it is the name of your domain /APP. So this is what the link will actually link to, is this page right here. This is the only way that you want people to download your app, by the way. Do not have them go to houses.net. Your app is powered by houses.net. It is Commissions Inc. home search site across the nation. If anyone logs in and goes to their app store and downloads houses.net, sure, they can eventually start looking for homes in San Francisco, but will they be routed to your platform? Depends. There are probably other Commissions Inc. users with teams that also have apps, and it could get routed to them. Houses.net is basically our way of giving you free leads, because if someone is just randomly looking for an app to search for houses on the go, they can download houses.net, and that's a free lead for you guys. So if you want someone that you're talking to right then and there to get on your app and to also be assigned to you, promote your website app in this way. If you're an agent, you can even replace the www to have it be your subdomain. So my app would be jennifer.findsanfranciscoareahomes.com/app. And the www one would be one to route throughout the team. As an agent, though, you do have agent branding all over this app. So someone can get in contact with you, they can call you, they can message you from here, as well as they're looking for homes on the go. All right, so circling back to your properties tab here, another thing that I do want to highlight about having a text responder campaign is that because someone is contacting you directly through your Commission CINC agent number, and we're tracking that inbound communication, we are able to create a lead for you. Now, that lead is going to be a partial lead. It's not a lead with full information because they contacted your phone. So we don't know what that person's name is. We don't know their email address either. We don't know what their time frame to buy is. We don't know if they have a house to sell. We didn't have the opportunity to capture that. But we've captured the way that they interacted with your site from that phone number. So those leads are actually called partial leads because we only have some of their information, and that's that phone number that they either called or texted you from. In order to find those people on your website, and if you have a text responder campaign going on, or if you're simply using your website right now to text people, they could have access to your CINC number, and they might want to call it, they might want to text it. If they're not currently a lead on your system, we're going to generate that lead for you as a partial. So you'd want to go into your filters and then go into lead type. And in order to start providing that additional information about that person who's getting in contact with you, uncheck buyers and sellers with full information like we have here, and apply that filter so that we can only highlight those partial leads. And it's taking a while, so I'm wondering if there are some partial leads in here. Or maybe the website is just getting slow. Nope, we have a few. So this is what a partial lead will look like. It's tagged with partial. It looks like in this case, the source is that it was a phone lead. So more than likely, this person called Han, Commission CINC number. Now, it could be a butt dial or a wrong dial, you know, someone that was calling the wrong number. But overall, we still track it because they interacted with the platform. And since it wasn't in the database, we created that person for you. So any person that calls your phone and your phone number, your CINC phone number, we're going to capture that and put it inside of here. Anyone that texts it will show up as a text response, and you'll know exactly which campaign they came from. You're going to get a partial lead alert from text responder campaigns. Your phone is going to store that missed call if someone decides to not text you, but call you instead. So just know that there's a difference between how those will appear on your cellular device. All in all, once you've learned who that person is, maybe this number does belong to someone who's currently inside your website. We just don't have that number stored. You can just go into the info tab, fill out the information, or if this is someone that you simply need to add this phone number to a previously existing person, just copy that phone number and then trash the lead here so we no longer have that partial, and then add it to the person that currently exists in your website.
Oh my God.
So does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. Thank you.
All right, perfect. Yeah, you're welcome. Oh, last thing.
Okay.
In order to take someone out of the buyer and a partial buyer, you just uncheck partial.
Okay.
And then that tag is going to be removed, and then they're going to be a buyer with complete information. But I'm just going to put it back on partial because we don't have full information.
Yeah. So
that's how they can move from.
Would
Go
I
ahead.
just call these people back to see if they wanted to input their name or email, or should I just leave it like that?
Yeah, you could just call them and then say, hey, were you looking for a home?
Okay.
Because these people probably might not know your website exists,
Right.
but we don't even know who they really are. So, hey, I'm sorry, I missed the call from you. Were you looking for a home on my web? You know, were you looking for a home? You know, something like that. They're not really expecting a call because they're a partial. So it's really up to you. I would still call them back and see what it is that they, you know, how they got the number and if they were looking for a home, essentially. If it was a wrong number, then it was probably just a wrong number.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So that's a text responder. So underneath here, properties tab, you have a few other things that you can access, like pocket listings. So if you're snagging listings left and right and you want to promote them internally or maybe even externally to your clients or potential clients before you submit it to the MLS, just know that your system can have pocket listings created. You can save this information into your internal database, and then you can use the tools inside here to promote that listing, either by sending messages to your current pipeline or by sharing on Facebook, on Twitter, seeing who could be a good fit from your current leads by selecting this view leads option, or maybe even setting up a text responder campaign. Just a way to kind of gauge the market, generate some excitement and some traction too.
Perfect.
Right down here, we have upcoming open houses. So if your website does pull in open house data, that will flow into here. We already talked about Craigslist auto poster, and these two things down here are for us, so disregard that.
Yeah.
So just know that you have these 5 things that are available to you from the properties tab. You can search for a property at any time from this little magnifying glass. You just select that, street address, MLS number, and then you can find it. Utilize these tools as well. Any questions?
No, I'm all set. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. So let me just show you in your site how you can access this in your help tab.
Okay.
All right. Oh, there's the support bar. I couldn't see it from before. So support, you go into your help center. And then from your help center, you want to go into, hold on. Your marketing tools. So inside of your marketing tools, the only thing that we talked about is the property promotion section. But as you can see, there's so many other built-in tools that you can utilize if you want to, and if you have the bandwidth to do additional lead generation in the form of landing pages, seller suite, remarketing. Well, remarketing is not really lead generation, but it's a way for your ads to follow people around the internet. And then if you just want to learn more about the different types of paid advertising, that's here. But essentially, you can do your own marketing from the platform if you have the bandwidth to do so. And you don't have to pay us to do it.
Awesome. Awesome. So I should definitely start going through all these things and trying to learn everything. I'm slowly trying to get everything together and organize and start using this the way that we're supposed to be. So I'm excited.
Yeah. Yeah. And again, these are just additional marketing tools. You don't have to learn them if they're not going to be beneficial for you or if you don't have the bandwidth for it. But it is an option if you do have the bandwidth for it or you're creating a position that might be, you know, doing some internal marketing for you guys and extra exposure. So it's really up to you.
Perfect.
All righty.
Okay.
Well, let me go ahead and stop the recording.